Through these halls, where lovers get lost, and lust consumes the wicked. A place where reality collides with fantasy. In the pages, where romance is second to none. Welcome to the Lover's Library.
Hey lovers!
This is Carly.
This is Sydney.
And this is Zoe.
Welcome to the Lover's Library podcast.
Woo!
I can't believe we've done it. We've really done it.
Episode 1, baby.
Okay, so before we really jump into this, we want to give you kind of how did this become what it is?
Yes.
So basically, me and Zoe made a Facebook group book club. And we had our first meeting, and me, Carly, and Zoe were the only ones that showed up.
Yep.
At Barnes & Noble in Wichita. And
I had a cat in my bag.
She did.
She did, a tiny kitten.
It's a little baby kitten.
And my 4-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
She was not in the bag. She was walking.
Yeah, so that's kind of how it started, and we just brainstormed and texted each other, and now
Everything just clicked.
Here we are. We've all kind of wanted to do this for a while, but didn't know where to go. And Zoe came in with notes, and we all just took off with it.
And I'm never going to have notes.
Yep.
I'll always just be here. You know what's funny? Because they all have notebooks. I have the book.
Yes.
That's about all I'm going to bring.
But you also have the memory of an elephant.
That's so true.
And you remember every
just a
detail.
crazy
So
brain.
we will be like, hey, what was that? And you'll find it.
Right. Yeah.
You know it.
I'll bring that to the table.
Yep.
All right. So that's kind of how it started. So we have a kind of set of how we're going to ask each other and kind of bring the conversation in. So our questions, or kind of like the segments, are all titled around like love and romance, because of course we're a romance podcast. So the first segment of our podcast is called
What's the Scoop?
And basically that is just us summarizing the book. So Carly's going to give us the summary of, maybe we should say what book we're doing.
Yes, By a Thread by Lucy Score. So Lucy Score is the author of some other really popular series right now. You may have heard of them. There are Things We Never Got Over. Her second book was Things We Hide from the Light. And she also has a third book coming out from that series that should be coming out this year, I believe. Or it might be next year. But those were all very good. I read them. Zoe is not a fan of series.
But I did just buy those books.
But yes, we're breaking her in. So By a Thread is actually one of her 10 standalones. So this is By a Thread. By a Thread is about our two main characters, Dominic Russo and Allie. Dominic Russo is working to save his family's name and rescuing their business. After his father set a poor image of the Russo men, Dominic turns cold with every woman he meets. Everyone is afraid of him. Allie is a stubborn and independent girl from Jersey.
Love her.
When their worlds collide, Allie doesn't put up with any of Dom's shit. And that is By a Thread.
Bet. All right, so the next segment is
Lovers Quarrel.
Yeah, so that's basically just where we go in on the book. So let's go in on the book.
Let's do it.
Oh my god.
So the first part of it is Delisandra, which is Dominic's mom, and they're going to go meet for lunch.
Yep.
Because there's been a whole lot happening in the office at Label. Is that
Yes.
what the...
Yep.
So
Their magazine.
Yeah, and they've just kind of been through a big scandal with...
A hot mess.
Boy, I tell you what.
Nasty old man.
Nasty. What's his name? Paul?
Yeah, which is an awful name.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the monkey or the thing at the end of SpongeBob says? Hi, I'm Paul.
Paul. Terrible name.
It was him.
My name's Paul. I'm a dirty old man.
Right, so basically, he was in it to win it, and he lost it. So, they're at the restaurant, and Allie is their server.
Yep.
And the rule of the restaurant basically is that you can't have your cell phone.
Yes.
And Dominic comes in with the cell phone, and he's very stubborn.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So what are your thoughts about that first scene with the FU pizza
Yes.
and the storming out of the restaurant? And
It's hilarious. Good for her.
yes, I was like, go girl.
Yes.
Come on, Allie.
So I love that he calls her sex hair.
Yeah.
Oh my god, right?
So before they even speak, he sees her and he's like, oh my gosh, like, she's beautiful. He's noticing all these different things about her. She's curvy. We love a curvy
nothing
girl.
like the girls he's liked before,
Yeah.
but
And
instantly
so always
attractive.
Tall,
thing.
skinny. Yep.
Any romance novel I've ever read, it's always like, it's never his type.
Yep.
But now, this is his type.
Yep. They are so funny together. I love their banter, and it's just great. But yeah, he comes in and he's all this grumpy dude that does what he wants when he wants because he thinks he owns the world. And she's just doing her job, and she's like, hey, you're not going to be a little dick to me.
Yeah.
And I did highlight a couple things from that section because I was just freaking cracking up. I
was
loved
funny.
this. So here they're sitting at the table, and Allie comes up, and this is from Dominic's perspective. He says, she says, can I get you a drink? Rude sex hair was back. I don't know. Can you? I shot back. We're fresh out of the blood of children, Satan. How about something that matches your personality? I
love the dual perspective.
Yes.
I love when books do that.
A lot of books that I've been reading lately have been doing that.
Yeah, I've
A
noticed
lot.
that a lot. But it's so great because, like, normally you're just so used to seeing the girl side of things. And it's so interesting to see how that guy thinks.
Yeah. I love
And
it.
you know, I almost like now, I prefer it, and it almost like puts me off of books if it's not dual, because I'm like, I want to know what he's thinking about right now.
It just adds so much more to it.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. Any other highlights from that first part?
Well, yeah. So they're bickering back and forth, and they immediately give each other nicknames. Do you remember?
Which is
Charming.
perfect.
She gives him the nickname Prince Charming, and he calls her Maleficent.
Yeah. And that carries out through the whole
Yep,
book.
they carry it, and I am there for it all.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
One of the other things that he said to her was, shouldn't someone your age have a real job by now, Maleficent? Because obviously you're not good at this one.
He was rough.
He was.
He was hounding her.
Yeah.
And I was like, is he going to let up? Like, when's he going to let up? And then she
Never.
brings him the FU pizza, and I'm like, all right, girl.
But I kind of love their bickering.
Oh, me too.
It
For
just
sure.
brings a whole new fun spin for them.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that.
All right. Okay, so now that we've gotten the first part. So basically, she storms out because she gets fired by George, who is the owner. And she goes to the bus stop, and Delisandra, his mom, comes up, and she's like, here's my card. Be here at the office on Monday. You got a job. And then...
But she doesn't know that he works at the same place as the mom. And she doesn't know that that's his mom.
Yeah, she thought
She
it was
thinks
his
they're
date.
lovers. Yeah.
Which I was like, he
Girl.
must look like a 45-year-old for her to think.
But also, she talks about how, like, good looking the mom is.
Yeah.
Because she was like a model
Yeah.
Yeah.
turned businesswoman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what actress I would picture as Delisandra.
Yeah. I have
didn't
no
have
idea.
a picture of her. Honestly, when I was reading, I did not have a visual of her. So I was like, I don't know what
I
she's
couldn't
supposed to
figure it
Blonde.
out.
That's the only thing I could think of
I
with
was
short
gray.
hair.
Yeah, the
Short hair.
bob, right?
I gave her gray hair.
I did silver, but like the
Yeah.
fashion silver.
Yeah.
I just pictured like really short hair, kind of swept over, and really tall and skinny.
Kind of like the soccer mom hair. That's what I was picturing.
Only sexy.
She was giving me like a bob but with fullness and
Okay.
like salt and pepper but real stylish. Yeah.
But my favorite part about her hiring Allie was that she also hired the
Buddy?
homeless guy.
Oh yes.
And he didn't just disappear after that.
Yeah.
Like, they kept him in the
They
story.
kept
Yeah.
him going. I did like that.
Yeah.
Even like towards the end when what's his name? Dominic is like trying to fight for this relationship and
Yes.
Buddy was like, I'm just gonna sit with you, you know?
Yep.
I was like, I love Buddy. And like when they met up at the, like when they first started,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, I love Buddy.
And he just is the nicest guy ever.
So
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
I love him.
He's so great.
Big fan of Buddy.
Yes, we love Buddy.
So I did highlight something that Delisandra says the next day when she's talking to Allie. And it's after they're talking about how she feels about Dom.
Mm-hmm.
And Delisandra says, I think you should have the relationship you feel most comfortable having with my son. And I think that kind of just set up the whole book for me.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't catch.
She was like giving her blessing without giving her blessing.
Right.
Yeah. Because I think she probably knew that he needed that fight.
Yeah.
You know, in order for it to work, because he's so headstrong.
100%.
That man.
That.
This little thing ties up to that because when they leave, we're reading from Dominic's perspective before she leaves the restaurant, before she gets fired, and we're knowing that he's like physically attracted to her, but we don't know what she's thinking. And then when it comes in on her, she said, "Was grumpy and rude suddenly the new hot?" My vagina seemed to think so.
Her brain was not connected.
Yeah. She's like, this can't be what I'm attracted to now. Are you kidding me?
It was a mess. Okay.
Yes.
So let's move on. Let's go towards the middle.
Yes.
Because we'll probably get stuck if we just go chapter by chapter.
Yes.
I feel like we're doing that.
My next thing was from chapter 10, and this is when she's finally into the office. She took the job, and then she was like assigned to him, kind of. It was when they went to the meeting, and he shows up, and she's there taking notes. Do you remember that part? And he said, would someone see about getting sausage fingers here a quieter way to take notes next time? I laughed out loud, like so loud.
There were several moments where I was like, this is so outrageous that it's hilarious.
Yes.
If
Yes.
this ever happened to me, I don't know if I would laugh or cry.
Yeah.
you
But
know?
I don't think I could come up with like a spur of the moment
No.
comeback as
No.
fast as she does.
And she does every time. And I
Honest.
love that she just kept typing loud.
Yeah.
She like typed
Even
even louder.
louder.
Yeah.
And like everybody in the meeting was like shocked because nobody talks to Dominic. Like,
And they're
Nobody.
scared because they're like, oh my gosh, she's going to freak out.
I would just be like, this girl's getting fired today.
yeah, but you know what? I feel like okay. So one of the things that Ali said to like Gayla or Ruth was like, why don't you just treat him like a person and talk to him? Maybe he'll be nicer. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I feel like that shouldn't be as simple as a, thing to do for him to like everybody.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that kind of part of the plot, I was like, I wish there was a little more
But that was like she had already really grown to know him, I feel like.
by that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also don't think he didn't dislike anyone. I
Yeah.
think he was just worried about getting too close and coming off to be like his dad because he just didn't want to be anything like his dad.
Yeah. And okay, that was another part. I was like, dude, just like
Get over
accept
it.
that you're not your dad.
Yeah, you're not like harassing her. You're not cornering her and taking her against her will. Like you're
And
wanting
that, because they mentioned it several times. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be my dad. I'm not trying to be like him. And we're like, okay,
we get it.
yeah.
But he also thought he was terrible at his job.
I mean, he's not like his dad at all because he's taking care of Allie behind the scenes that she doesn't know about. Like when he got her the new phone and the new laptop,
Yeah.
like his dad was taking advantage of these women and not doing anything for them. That it wasn't a relationship. Whereas Dom is like, he's not even forming anything with her.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
she doesn't.
he's trying so hard not to.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything, but he's trying to take care of her. He's like, she's not eating. Like, is that what she's bringing for lunch? So he feeds the whole department.
I know, it was so cute.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That
This
part
is
was
so far in the end of the book, but I actually highlighted a part where he says something along the lines of like the only thing keeping him going is seeing like the dark circles under her eyes disappearing and the hollows of her cheeks
Yeah.
like, getting more full, and that just broke my heart.
Yeah. He just wants to take care of her.
He was honestly like at the beginning. I was like, this dude gets on my nerves. Like I liked him
Yeah.
a little bit. I was like, okay, let up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Like,
but then
get
I was-
over it.
Yeah, but then I was like,
Just kiss her already.
The tension.
okay, that was one thing. This is a slow burn.
Oh, so
The
slow.
slowest of burns.
And then when they hit,
But the suspense
Bam, baby.
was so strong. I was just like the whole time waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge build up to when it actually happens. Like, and okay, so the part where she's at the strip club.
Oh my god.
oh yeah.
Let's just go there.
Let's go to the strip club.
Because I was not expecting that.
Neither was
Yeah.
I.
Honestly.
But
I
I'm
didn't
so
think.
glad
I
that
was
he
like,
showed
how
up.
did he know
Me
to get
too.
there? He knew. He
Well,
knows everything.
Because he was at the door
Yeah.
when she was talking about it.
Yeah. Spying.
And I was like, I was hoping that he was at the door.
He's always there.
He's always there.
He's always there.
He's never present.
How mad was he that she basically, what's the word, got him off?
Oh, he was livid.
Oh my god. But I loved it.
I was like, why are you so mad? You had a happy ending.
Exactly.
What you so mad about, bro?
And then, bro, she left. She was
Yeah,
out
she
the
booked it.
door.
She's like, haha, sucker.
Right. And okay, I wish this was in the summer. Honestly, I hated that it was in the winter for her.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this girl is for a reason. Everything, she has to
Yeah.
have her temperature down to 58 just to be comfortable slightly. Like, it sucked for her, honestly.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
And then he swooped in and saved her
He sure
Every
did.
time.
with his jizz freezing to his pants.
He was so mad about that.
I love it. So freaking funny. So that is way after the date that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So let's like rewind a little bit so that we can completely embarrass me.
Yeah, why'd you set that one up?
Okay, so Allie goes on a date with a guy and she mentions it to Dom and he ends up showing up with his best friend's wife.
Delaney.
Yes. Mainly just to make her think that he's on a date, really.
Because
that
apparently
jealous.
Delaney is the best looking human being in the
Yeah.
world.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
of course. And she's freaking amazing. I would like to have a second book more about her.
And the.
And what's his face?
Henry?
Henry?
I think
Yeah.
it's Henry.
Henry? Yeah, their relationship and how they got together and everything because they seem fun.
Yeah.
They did. And Henry's so funny the way he like knows Dom so well.
Yes. He's like, this is when you turn into a vault.
I think this is when our part is. When we were talking about that part of the book, 137.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. So pause.
I
Freeze.
Okay. 137.
Yeah, page 137.
Everyone whip out your books, your Kindles, your
When
phones.
Dom corners her
Oh,
because
in the hallway to the bathroom?
yes, because she's frustrated that he is staking his claim on her.
Yeah.
And he says, I can't afford to find you irresistible.
That's beautiful.
It just like sparks the fire for me.
Oh, for sure.
So good.
That was a good one. So good. But so after that, she like storms out and she's like so flustered that she can't even stay at her date anymore. She's like, I'm leaving. Okay, I'm so sorry. Like, I gotta go.
Well, her date wasn't
Yeah.
He was
amazing.
just talking about his ex
He was
the
a
whole
dud.
time.
But she goes off to her studio where she likes to dance and does the lessons.
Which I love
Chapter
that.
28. Me too. Good release for her.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good job, girl.
I wish I could dance. I'm
She
terrible
had
dancer.
enough going on in her life that she needed to release some of that.
Oh
And
yeah.
not only does she love it, she's great at
She
it.
is
For sure.
teaching lessons.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
I don't dance at all. Ever.
I got the 1-2 step right here. That's all I
Nope.
got. All right,
But
so you're
so-
in chapter 28.
Yes. So he walks by and sees her and he watches her and he's like freaking drooling. He is literally salivating, standing there watching her. He's literally like, I'm about to explode in my pants.
Yeah.
And not only that, he like remembers it so well that
Yeah.
later he plays a song that he listened to while watching her dance.
Yes.
He's dedicated.
Yep. So he basically runs back to the office because he's about to jizz himself. And
He is.
he's doing some work in the bathroom.
And guess who walks in?
Guess who walks in?
Oh, girl.
She
But
sees him.
right before she walked in, he whispered.
He said her name.
Yes. And that's always the key in the book.
It is.
Yep.
There has to be the point where he says her name for it to feel like it's real.
Because then
Yep.
you're like, so it is for me.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
confirms all of the feelings that you've been feeling
Yep.
up until that point.
But she did something I did
Me
not
neither.
expect.
Oh my God.
I would have. Okay, do you guys watch New Girl?
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay, so do you remember the episode where Nick is trying to get sexy and he's like dancing
Yeah.
naked, trying to get ready to like have a date with that girl and sleep with her for the first time?
Yeah.
And
And
he's
she sees
naked
his
and she walks in and she goes, like she screeches and then giggles and runs away.
Yeah.
That would have been my reaction if I walked in on that.
Literally.
I'd have been like,
I
and
was
ran
scared
away.
everybody. I was
Closed
scared
my
everybody.
eyes and
Yeah.
ran and pretend like it
No.
never happened.
I
This
would
girl-
have been like silent, like go in silent, go
Ninja
out.
mode.
You would not have known I was there.
Oh,
But
I would have screeched.
She wanted
She
it.
walked in there and she's like,
Stripped off her panties and
Gave-
handed them to him.
I know.
Yep.
I was not prepared. I was like, Allie.
girl,
she's in.
girl.
I started blushing.
I was like, oh my, she's very forward here.
And not only that, she says, please. I was
Yeah.
like, girl.
She was ready.
She wanted it,
And his self-control
right?
is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
He's
Because
like-
that could have been like the.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah. And then the book would have been done, and the next 10 chapters would be done.
Yep. He's like, nope, I'm just
He wanted to
choking this
so bad.
baby.
And so, okay, this leads into.
Yes, my embarrassing story.
moment.
So shout out to Sydney.
Okay, at this point,
not
I
our
was
Sydney.
still reading the book,
Yes.
so I did not know what was
Oblivious
going
to
on.
everything that was happening.
And we didn't know how far along she was, so we didn't want to like spoil anything. And we kept like kind of talking about the book before we were recording, so we didn't want to ruin anything. So I wanted to talk about this part of the book, so I had texted Sydney, who I thought was
Me.
Lover's Library Sydney, and I
It's
said,
not me, guys.
and I quote, my husband's giggling in the corner because I don't think he knows what I said yet. I said to a Sydney in my contact list, what chapter did she walk in on him choking the chicken? And then Sydney says, like in real life person, she says, did you text me? And I said, yeah, I just texted you. She goes, oh, I didn't get it yet. And I said, oh no.
And then I say the first three numbers of my number. She's like, oh no. And she goes back, and it's not me.
I texted a coworker.
You have to know. They were like, "What are you reading?"
She said, let's see. I immediately panicked and said, LMAO, I'm dying. She said, wait, what? LOL. I said, LMAO, I'm in a book club. I'm dying. She said, what? I'm so confused. I said, I hope this made your day. I didn't mean to text you that highly inappropriate text. I said, it was for my friend, Sydney, who I'm in a book club with. And then I proceeded to tell her that if she wants to read the book, it's by a thread.
And it's good.
It's so good.
So just know, if you're going to read these books, you're going to have maybe a few embarrassing moments.
Yes.
There's a little spice. I will tell you that my work was dead, and I was reading this at work, and there was some parts that I was like, I need to take a break.
Yeah. Okay, so when I was finishing the book, if you haven't read this, just know that like the first 70% is like the slow burn, and then the last 30% is like hot and spicy.
We're in it.
And so I was at that point where we were in it, and I was reading it during so I work with kids, and during nap time I read, and so I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna skip a few of those pages.
Yeah.
Go past that.
You're like, I'm all hot and bothered while
Yeah.
these little babies are napping.
Just peacefully sleeping.
Just don't tell their parents I'm reading this.
Yeah, so if you know me, you don't. Right?
Yeah, what did I say earlier? I was sweating, but
Yeah.
sexually.
So don't read this in a group.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a few more things because we're probably in this part too
I
long.
feel like we're about to hit third date
Yeah.
because we're getting into the
Definitely.
spicy.
Okay, so let's you know what? Let's go.
Yeah.
So
let's
the
hit
third date is from another Lucy Score book, and it's the rule of the character never has sex with a guy until the third date.
Yep. So, baby, we're at the third date because these two are doing it like bunnies.
They sure are.
When it
Once
was
they
time-
start, they start.
Yeah.
And the descriptions.
Lucy?
The purple
Miss
monster
Score.
in his pants, I was like, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy.
The one scene that stands out to me the most that I keep remembering was the one when they went back to his house and they were in the kitchen on the counter. She was on the counter and she kept thinking, we eat, like, serve food and eat food on this counter. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to clean it later.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Page 357. He says,
357?
I'm saying I found you, and I'm not fighting it anymore. You're mine.
I love those moments.
God, I loved it.
Yep. They just claim him. They're like, you're mine.
But-
she's like, okay.
The scream that I scrumped
You scrumped.
on 363 when he said, that's my girl.
I love
God.
that moment.
Wait, I don't remember that part. What was she doing?
Yeah, where? Because I think your
Let me go back.
363 is different than my
363. We're all getting in here. Oh, she bucked her hips. Let's see. Oh, I feel you, Allie. I know you want to come again. Give it to me, sweetheart.
Exactly. And he's right.
Where is it? Give me a couple of minutes in the rest, of your life. Oh.
Not the awe.
He says, I'm never leaving you, Allie.
Yeah, but she still isn't accepting it.
She's not into it. She
No.
said, you can't say things like that.
Well, because he would go back and forth until everything hits the fan. And
All
that
it took
happened-
was a lip bite. Let me tell you, at the strip club, when she bit him on the bottom lip, it was it for him.
Yeah. He was in it. He was in love for a long time. He
Yeah.
just didn't accept it.
For sure.
And then when it was being challenged, I think that was like chapter 68-ish. Is that when I told you to start reading that?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically this is what happens.
Yes, give me the recap because I didn't finish that. Refresher.
Okay, but I will say
Yeah.
that, like, he definitely hints at it hard because the emails he's writing over and over.
That was my favorite.
Oh, wait, that was him
y'all.
trying to get back to her.
Yeah, okay, but let me
Yeah.
give you the reason why.
Yeah,
he
give me
had
the
to
reason
get
why.
back to
Okay,
her.
sorry.
Because he fixed the house?
No.
I can't remember.
No.
What did he do?
Okay, so he saw the pictures that Christian took, and
Oh, and
then
was so
he was
pissed.
like, "You're using me. You're just like everybody else."
Okay, but
Da-da-da-da-da.
was it like a boudoir picture?
I don't know.
Because it was just for a magazine.
Yeah, so it couldn't have been that creepy.
And Faith was in it too, and she even told him that.
Well, okay, so I think it was because him and Christian didn't have a great relationship because of Dominic.
Oh, he was so jealous.
So
Yeah.
jealous, and I think that overshadowed everything that he
Yep.
was, thinking about. Because when he left, that's when the shoot happened. Even though she told him that she was gonna go do this shoot with Faith,
Yeah.
she didn't specify who it was with.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think he was like, you know what? You're just like the girl that was sleeping with his dad and all that jazz.
Elena?
Ugh.
Yeah. And he was getting that same vibes feelings coming back up. And
Yeah.
I was like, sir, you need to calm
He
all
just
the way
has
down.
so much, like, self-loathing because
Yeah.
of his dad
Yeah.
that he's projecting it
So hard.
so much.
Yeah.
And it's so sad.
It was,
His
that
dad's
was
terrible.
tough.
When his dad came back in the book, I was like, smash his face
I
in.
was so
Yeah.
angry.
Me too. I was like, sir, leave. Why are you in the plot?
and ask for money.
Yeah.
Like, why would
Stop.
you give it to him?
Oh my gosh.
He was not the right person.
No.
Obviously.
No.
He probably had a better chance with Delisandre. Not Dominic. Not Dominic.
Yeah.
Right?
But then blackmailed Elena. Come on now.
Yeah. I feel like,
that poor girl.
That, I think towards the end, she was kind of squeezing the story out. Because I think she knew that we were probably losing a little bit of interest a little bit. Just because we already got everything that we needed.
Oh, I do want to throw it back to Melina, who was awful from the beginning.
Yeah.
I hated
But
her.
props to her in the end when she was like, this isn't the place for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can change.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
True. Right?
Yeah.
But she got on my nerves from the jump.
Right.
Yes.
The jump.
I know it.
Okay.
She's the worst.
So, what's our next segment?
Oh, you know. Fuck, marry, kill.
Alright. Who wants to start?
Do we want to discuss this? Because we have some discrepancies in what exactly fuck, marry, kill is.
Okay.
I'm thinking if I'm married to someone, I'm going to fuck them all the time.
You can't.
They're mine.
No.
You get one fuck.
No, I think that's
Why?
it's like a
That's not what
one-night
marriage
thing.
is.
Okay, but what if it's your last night on earth and you're like, I'm gonna marry the one I love, but I get to have sex with the one I want to have sex with, and I get to kill the person that I've hated all my life?
No, I mean, if you're married, that's a
If you're
long-term thing.
dying, what's the point of getting married?
For fun, I don't know.
I think the F is like one night stand.
She can't even say it.
You're so
I'm not a cusser.
We're
married-
earning the E. We are earning the E.
y'all got that. Y'all got that. The marry is like you actually see a relationship with them, and then the kill is like I absolutely hate this person,
Yeah.
or they're worth killing.
Okay, for the benefit of this podcast, I will go by your rules.
Yay! Okay, then I stand by my choices.
Okay, I'm
gonna fuck Christian,
Me too.
100%,
Me too.
on the spot.
Okay.
Yep.
Marry Dom, obviously.
Yep.
Because I'm in love with him.
I agree.
And, I mean, I want to say I would kill Paul,
Yep.
but to me, he had such a small part.
Yeah, it wasn't worth the kill.
So I think that I would kill, what was his name, Irvin?
The date?
Oh no!
The guy who
the older guy.
He acted like he was friends with
Oh,
Dom, but he was spilling secrets. We
yes.
found out in the end.
But he got her all those nice clothes.
No, that's not him.
That was the fairy godmother father.
Oh.
What was his name? Linus.
Oh,
Linus.
Linus. But
He liked Linus.
He didn't fire Linus. He
No.
fired the other guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
The guy
okay.
who was friends with Paul and only had a position because Paul
Yes. Yes.
Old white man.
Okay. See, I match you with those choices, except for I think I would kill Paul.
But I would save that kill so Dom could do it himself.
This is
He
true.
deserves that.
was there. Or, I feel
But
like
if we're
Delisandre
married,
deserves that kill.
That's true.
She deserves
does.
that kill.
And she's kind of like, she probably would do it.
She would.
True story.
And I love the end of her story
Me
that she
too.
comes out and says that she's in love with, what was her name, Sadie?
Celine.
You said it
It
earlier.
starts with an S.
It does start with an S.
Sonia. Something.
Girl, I don't know. It starts with an S. Y'all know what it is.
Girl, what's your name?
Hopefully you have read this.
Your thing.
Spoiler. We should probably put that in the subject.
Okay,
These are all
I'm going to
spoilers.
kill time. I'm going to vibe here. So we are drinking some wine, and Zoe was like, get the Stella Rosa
We're not sponsored.
Moscato
D'Asti. It is my
and
favorite.
while we were chit-chatting, I poured myself a little cup of that, and it is amazing.
It is really good.
It's like
Anything Stella
sweet.
Rosa.
I love all of Stella Rosa.
It
too.
tastes sweet.
I didn't even like Stella Rosa Black.
Okay, but have you had the Stella Rosa Black champagne?
Should we cheers to Stella Rosa? Cheers. In our first podcast. Clink, clink, clink. But we're not done yet.
I think her name is
Sonia.
I don't know. I couldn't-
Simone. Oh,
Simone. It's Simone.
Uh-huh.
That's why I don't know. I kept saying.
I did like her.
Okay, so who is yours?
My fuck was Christian.
Okay.
Marry is Dom.
Okay.
Kill is Paul.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is marry Linus because he was not gay. He was not gay.
Which was
But he
so
has-
surprising.
I know.
What?
I know.
Wait, what?
Because he surprisingly relationship guy,
Okay, that is true.
right?
And
He's
he
got like
was-
3 kids.
I'm picturing this old man with a little round belly
No,
that has little glasses with bald hair.
That's how you pictured him?
Yes.
You know
I
who
definitely
I saw?
saw him as like Idris Elba.
I did not. Oh, he is black, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I made him white. I am sorry.
He literally said he was.
He
said he was Black
He is
Santa.
black.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
But I still picture him bald with little glasses and a big belly.
What's the guy? Okay, I had a picture of him that was not that. Okay, it's an actor. He's older, and like his wife passed away because I think she had cancer, and then he's married now. He lives in London, and
You know everything about him except for his name.
I know. I will have to find him.
Okay, I think that should be part of the trivia then. So finish your
Yeah.
who your people are,
Okay.
and then we'll do our trivia next,
Okay.
and we can talk about who we think
Okay.
would play these characters.
Yes.
All right. So marry Linus, F Dom, and then kill Irvin.
That is so funny.
I mean,
I
Paul
love that
had
we all
already-
picked different people.
Well, I mean,
Yours
he's already
is just
getting
a big
his
surprise.
retribution. He's already getting all of his stuff. I mean, he's going
Yeah.
to jail and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So he'll get all of his things in jail.
Yep.
Oh, yes, he will.
We know what they like to do to the bad men. So
Go ahead.
then our next section is called Speed Date, where we thought it might be fun to play a little trivia. If we don't have any trivia, we could do just like who we think would play the characters if they made a show or a movie about it.
And I think I have the perfect actress and actor for Dom and Allie.
Okay.
Give it to us.
Wait. Okay. Stanley Tucci. That's who I thought.
I love
He
Stanley
looks like-
Tucci.
Yeah,
my
but
head-
he's white.
No,
Yes. Y'all did not catch that.
I did, but in my head, he always looked like him.
Okay, but we
I
could make
love
him this
him.
guy.
Me too.
He's my favorite. Do you know him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
he's
him.
from-
What's his name? He's from Private Practice.
Yeah.
He plays Sam.
Okay, well, I was
He's
thinking of a different show.
Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs, yeah.
He is
beautiful.
spicy. Also made an appearance in New Girl.
Did he?
Do you remember?
No.
She brought him home and he was like laying naked in her bed.
Justin?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I do remember
And he was
that.
like, "Why don't you come lay down?" And he had this like really weird voice.
He's
And Nick-
hilarious.
And Nick came in and Nick's like, "You need to leave."
I love New Girl.
I do too.
Such a good show.
There will be plenty of New Girl references here. Okay, so tell us about who you think would play Dom.
Okay,
Okay.
Dom, obviously. I had 2 picks, but I'm gonna have to go with Jensen Ackles. He played Dean on Supernatural.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Okay,
I was trying to figure out. I was like,
And
super-
let me tell you,
I like him as Dean, but when
he
I googled
is
him,
scrumptious.
You
when I
gotta go-
googled him just now, he is not looking scrumptious.
Go in the back. Go is
No, you gotta find him as Dean Winchester.
in spiritual.
That one.
I'm telling you, sometimes like he would just change his voice, and I would do anything that man
Okay,
said.
that's pretty
You know what?
handsome.
I'm gonna go rewatch Supernatural. I think I got.
I want to watch. I haven't watched like the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't. I kind of conked out.
Oh,
But what's funny is I used to love Sam when I was younger, and
Yeah, but you
now
evolve into loving Dean.
Dean aged like fine wine.
Yeah.
Whew.
Wasn't the actor that played Sam? Wasn't he in Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So, but my second pick for Dom would be Ian Somerhalder, who played Damon in The Vampire Diaries, because that man could. Whew, I'm
No.
telling you,
no.
the way
no,
that my body feels when he just looks at the camera.
No.
I don't
What do
see
you
it.
mean?
I
He
don't
could
have
be
the same
crushed.
vibes.
I feel like Dom is indestructible. He is a
Have
man
you
of
seen
mans.
the Vampire Diaries?
He's all muscle.
Have you
Because-
seen my man Jason Momoa?
I feel like he's
I'm
not the...
that into him. I'm really not.
You know, I saw a meme of him without his beard, and I was like, ugh. But him with the facial hair is beautiful.
Dark.
Oh,
Just mysterious.
okay.
Dark,
Do
mysterious.
you know
Yeah.
Richard Madden? He played Robb Stark on Game of Thrones.
Let's look him up. All I'm
do
thinking of is
love a
Dave
British man.
Madden. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Look at that.
The football guy.
Okay.
He has a British
He
accent.
looks too young, though. He looks too young for the part.
John Madden.
He's probably actually like 40.
This guy's pretty
36.
good.
36.
Richard Madden.
Okay, so a little
But Donna's
young.
45.
Let's see. Who played Jax on Sons of Anarchy? What's
Who's
his
your
name?
girl pick? Who's your alley pick?
Well, we're
her-
just gonna ignore this face.
So I am not into him.
Yeah.
I'm just not good at this.
What was what was his features described as in the book? I don't remember. I know he has blue eyes.
Dark.
Yeah. All I remember
Mysterious.
is
He wears a vest.
you
with a-
could cook scrambled eggs on his abs.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
That's in every book.
rolling up his sleeves.
Oh, and the
His
tattoos.
forearms. Oh, I forgot he has
The
tattoos.
like most sexy thing I can think of is a guy wearing like a button-up shirt with the
Yeah,
sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
Why is that so attractive?
It is.
Right?
It burns my soul.
Alright, do you want to see my picks?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't pulled up. So, okay, I will disclose I found these on Pinterest.
That's okay. So, are
So-
they real people?
Yes, he is. He's even certified.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
blue check mark.
No, he's not. Just kidding.
Okay.
This is a fan page.
He's an AI generated
no.
person.
He is. He's certified. Okay, his name is Alan Richson, and here's a picture.
Oh. Okay.
Do we get the Dom vibes?
Oh, yeah.
It was
we get
liked
to
by
know?
John Mayer, so
Okay. Yeah.
I do. But
He's a
also,
little thicker,
Yeah, I
like
pictured
Nick
Dom
thick.
kind of like
Yeah.
skinnier,
Like muscular, but not thick.
Okay, I
Not-
think this.
scrawny, but like
Yeah.
a tighter jawline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this now gets into our different types.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I think I want them. I like them a little more.
I don't like muscle as much.
I do.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I like a man to look like he can't pick me up.
And I'm over here like, honey, I just need you to like be able to like pick me up and throw me around. I don't necessarily feel like I need to lose weight. I just need to lose enough weight so that you can like really like pick me up and throw me around.
Her husband is our producer. Sitting right across from us.
He's blushing. Can you like throw me up against this wall? Am I skinny enough for that yet?
I mean, I will admit that we recently broke our bed.
No way.
Ow! Hayden is a toothpick.
He knows how to handle it. I'm just saying.
Side note. My husband, who is sitting right here, works with Peyton every day. So now he's going to go to work on Monday and imagine Peyton breaking a bed.
Just have that image in your head.
That's funny.
That was
Okay,
great.
but my girl pick
Yeah.
is
Back to
Pat
business.
Dennings. She
Need
is
pictures.
the bigger busted girl from Two Broke Girls.
Oh.
Oh.
She, I feel like, has the same feisty attitude, and
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
pick.
she's curvy.
Yeah.
She's hot,
I like that.
Okay.
and she's a little crazy.
I went with the more. Okay, this is who I see when. I don't know who this person is, but her name is Natalie Martinez.
Ooh.
She
Oh man.
looks familiar.
She's it.
Right? Okay, because to me, Morales is like a Latin name.
Yes.
So I went in my brain. I was like, she's got like, tan skin,
Yeah.
darker features, brown eyes.
She had really curly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was talking about her hair being curlier.
Yeah. So when I was searching,
Was it short?
I don't know.
Because the first time I pictured her in my head, it was short.
Yeah.
But then later on, the way they were like describing the way her hair moved,
Yeah.
I thought it was longer.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure how to picture it.
Yeah.
No. Okay, what are your picks, Carly?
I have none.
You have
I said after some thinking, I kind of think Jason Momoa a little bit, but
Yeah.
he's overrated. He's just a lot. Everyone's all Jason Momoa, so
Yeah.
it makes me not want to pick him. I can't think. I don't know.
It was very hard.
Yeah.
It was very hard. And even like, okay, they're not exactly who I picked because I don't like when I read a book. I'm in it. You know.
Can I
It's
also
really hard.
mention that my celebrity crushes are Nick Miller from New Girl and
God,
Jack Black?
I love Nick Miller.
I
And I love Jack Black.
So I'm not the best at picking
Those are good. Those are great
very
choices.
physically
I love
attractive
Nick
men.
Miller.
I like men with
Humor.
blue eyes. And yeah, they have to make me laugh.
Yeah.
So I'm not like instantly like, I can't think of anybody because I'm like,
It's tough.
I like Chris Pratt
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
He's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I love Chris Pratt.
They gotta be funny, man.
But
If you're
he's
not
my
funny,
second favorite Chris out of the famous Chris's.
who's your
your
first?
first?
If you say Chris Hemsworth, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Chris Pine.
Okay,
I
good.
love Star Trek.
Chris Pine.
I love me a science boy.
Science boy. Because I'm an island boy.
Okay, so our next segment is called Smash or Pass. And okay, let me put a disclaimer that we are 3 bottles in of wine.
Oh,
So I hope that you are also, as evident by the island boy.
Yep. We do not own rights to that song. We're not paying them anything.
Right. Okay, so Smash or Pass. Would you recommend this book to anybody? Would you not? What did you like, dislike, blah blah blah?
Definitely.
I would smash. Yeah, I
Yeah,
recommend
for
it.
sure.
I think I even told my mom to read it. I mean, it had like sexy parts in it, but it wasn't haunting Adeline
Ooh, trigger warning.
trigger warning
Right.
stuff.
Crazy.
So she reads like
It's more of an
Stuff
upbeat
like this, so,
romance
yeah.
than a dark romance.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
And it's
I
something that you
actually
can
really
like really
liked
get
it.
into.
yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was sad. It was funny.
Had a happy ending. That is a requirement for me.
Happily
HEA.
ever after.
Has
Yep.
has a HEA. You know, okay, one part that we didn't discuss that I think we need to is her dad
Oh,
in the book.
heartbreaking.
Bless his heart.
Felt so bad. Like, especially, okay, I love when, like, the carers, like, were like, we got you. Like, would you just
Yeah.
chill out? And then when he slapped her, that
Yeah.
broke my heart. I
know.
almost cried.
But I felt like that really needed to happen for that connection point between Dom and Allie.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what else in their lives would have brought them to finally, like,
Talk about
show each other that they loved each other.
it. And she was holding on to that.
Yeah.
She was. And she needed to just let it go because
Yeah.
she was just so pent up with so much emotion.
Yeah.
Or just holding on to everything and not letting anyone else carry some of the baggage with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was stubborn to a fault.
She
Yeah.
was.
It was frustrating at times to be like, Allie, like, let somebody in. You don't have to do this by yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good lesson for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't do it by yourself, okay?
Especially if you have a
Ask for
partner.
help.
Like,
Yeah,
just talk to him.
yeah. That's where-
I did like how he went to the dad every day till he
Yeah.
remembered and was able to give his blessing. That was in the epilogue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did
God.
you read that part?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
I actually ended up reading the whole epilogue.
Okay,
I
good.
love the 10-year one.
Yeah.
That was sweet. All the kids, and then they adopted the.
Did I read that part?
Did you the later epilogue?
No.
I'm wondering if I had that because I don't know anything about adoption.
Okay, so basically, the later epilogue is like 10 years later, when the daughter that they have at the end is like 9, and
They had a
so
daughter.
they did. I forget her name, but okay, so you know that little boy that Dom lived like
Yes.
referring to?
Yes.
So he's adopted.
Oh.
And so he had 2 siblings that came into the picture later on. And so Dom and Allie adopted them so that they could be
close to their brother.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to bring up the dog.
Yeah.
Oh no, Brownie.
He was like, okay, I can't handle this dog, and then adopted it that day.
Yeah.
I'm
And
in
he
love with
loves the dog.
Yeah.
does.
Okay, let me give you one more thing that happens at the end. So, you remember that house that was on the corner by Allie's dad's house?
Yes,
that
did
she
they
was
get
like,
it?
He bought it for
I knew it.
Of course he did, because he's amazing.
I knew it.
And it was beautiful.
She probably didn't even have to ask for it.
No.
She doesn't have to ask for
She was very
anything.
confused when she walked through the door. She was like, why are we breaking and entering?
Aw.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Naive
I
little
love
Allie.
it.
You know, it was very much HEA.
Happily ever after.
You know what? At one point in the book, he said, like, you can ask me for anything ever,
Yeah.
but she doesn't.
Yep.
He still gives.
He's amazing.
This is a total happily ever after, which leads us to our happily ever after section, which is our next book. It's going to be Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade.
This was my chick. This was my chick. This was my pick. And I was so happy that the coin flipped on this one for me.
Yes. It's a book about a actor who goes on a date with a superfan, and they end up digging each other.
It's romance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, queen.
And in our book club, we all get to vote, and we do a poll. And then the book that gets the most votes is our book of the month. And then the one that gets the second most likes or votes is our optional, which is
Our bonus book called Reverie by Shane Rose. It's an office romance that is, technically the books are a series about the Stonewood brothers, but
Yes.
they're all standalone, so you don't have to read the series.
Is this the first one?
This is the first one.
Okay, good.
And it is about Jet Stonewood.
Jet Stonewood. I love a jet. Takes us back to Penny Reed, baby.
And
if you
this
haven't read them.
is
Jethro.
a spicy book. I am like 4 chapters in, and let me tell you,
It's already?
3 out of 5 peppers.
3 out of 5 peppers.
Jeez.
Love it.
All right, so guys, we've reached the end.
We did it.
We're like 52 minutes in. I wasn't expecting that, honestly, but you know, you start talking about books and you got wine.
Yep.
Just kind of happens. So, if you want to follow us on the socials, we have Lovers Library Book Club on Instagram, and we also have Lovers Library Pod, which will be putting clips and stuff about, you know, what we're doing here on the pod on there, and then about our book club on the Book Club podcast, or Book Club Instagram. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And then we also have a Facebook group called the Lovers Library, which you can join. It's a private group, but, you know, all the admin.
We accept
which is us.
everybody.
Yeah, we do. Nobody's, like, exempt. So, again, guys, my name is Sydney.
I'm Zoe.
And this is Carly.
And if you would please subscribe, leave a rating or a review, and recommend this to your friends. We'd love to see you.
Happily ever after.
Bye.